All right, Shalom.
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 Hey, so first and foremost, we want to start by giving all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Bahashem,
Yahweh
Yahushua,
Bahashem,
Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to apostles and elders who rule well. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Akim, enduring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. It's your brother Kabar.
It's your brother Karath.
It's the brother Yatazakah.
And we back with another one. Lord willing, be edifying to the elect, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bahakadash, Barakadam, to all the sincere listeners who may hear this. Lord willing, we was going to call this one Unmovable versus Stiffnecked. So, again, Lord willing to be edifying. This is in 1 Corinthians 15 and verse 58. It says, "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, Yahweh Yahushai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord, Yahweh Yahushai."
Gone. Actually, I want to go into that word unmovable and
Knock. Get that word unmovable. Let me pull it up. Strong's G 277. Slocky is moving slow. Let me get off the Bluetooth. Slovakia. I was trying to have it on airplane mode just in case,
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I could grab it.
Strong's G 277. Ametakinitas.
Slovakia. All right, Slovakia. Got that word for unmovable. Let me see if I can.
Strong's G 277. Ametakinitas.
It says, not to be moved from its place, unmoved. The metaphor says firmly persistent.
Con. So we're supposed to be firmly persistent in this walk, man. We're supposed to be steadfast and we're supposed to be firmly persistent and always abounding in the work of the Lord, man. So we're not supposed to be easily moved. We're not supposed to be tossed to and fro like we're not supposed to be. We're supposed to be like a tree planted by a river of water, man.
Mm-hmm.
Firmly persistent.
That's right, brother.
I got you brothers got something?
You can bring what you got.
Just to back up what Karuff said, I got real quick. Just to add a little bit more to what he just said.
Mm-hmm.
It's Rock 5.
Rock 5. All right.
It's Rock chapter 5 and verse 10. Or it's like I started at 9. This is Rock chapter 5 verse 9. It says, "Winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doth the sinner that have a double tongue." It says, "Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer."
Con. So it's saying, it says, why no not with every wind, man? So it's like the scripture says, it says with every wind and every doctrine. The scripture goes into wind, you could compare the wind to different doctrines, man. So you're not supposed to be given to all of these different doctrines. You're not supposed to go in every way, because there's a certain way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof is death.
That's right.
So you're supposed to stay on this path, man. This narrow path. Where that's set in a dangerous place to fall.
Mm-hmm. Con.
It said, be steadfast in thy understanding. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be steadfast in your understanding. When they say, be steadfast and unmovable. Oh, you'll jump back to the other precept of Kabar.
Con. Back in 1 Corinthians 15 and 58. "Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord Yahweh Shem Haushai, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to be firmly persistent in. That's what we're supposed to be steadfast in. The word of Yahweh Shem Shai, the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Shai, the ways of Yahweh Shem Shai, the fruits of Yahweh Shem Shai's spirit. That's what we're supposed to be firmly persistent in.
That's right.
Can you get that word for work too, real quick, and then we can jump at Sirach 5.
Work. You said
Yeah, in that verse right there.
work. All right.
Word. Always be abounding in the work of the Lord, So as brothers just put it in one box. You know what I'm saying?
Strong's G 2041. Ergon. Ergon.
This is business, employment, that which anyone is occupied, that which one undertakes to do, enterprise, undertaking.
That which one undertakes to do, enterprise, undertaking. So it's multiple it's multiple works of the Lord. Because when you go into devices that goes into your thoughts or plots or a plan, and they can also go into an enterprise. You know what I'm saying? So even in your thinking is a part of the work of the Lord. You have to always be abounding within your thoughts, towards Yahweh Shem Shai on how you can get better, how you could be better and how you could do better.
That's right. That's
Con.
right.
More on that.
And the definition?
Yeah.
Con. The second part, it says any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling you about the other day, Karaf. This was the word. It's a lot.
Work.
Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah, no, I was telling the brother Karaf about this. We was talking, and I couldn't remember. It was a word I was trying to tell him what the definition was, and this was it right
here. It.
You know what I'm saying? So this the spirit. You know what I'm saying? It says any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's works. That's works of the Lord, man. Anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. Which can go into performance arts. You know what I'm saying? Which it tell you about that in Sirach the 19th chapter about performance of the law. That's performance arts. So anything that's any product, whatever, anything accomplished by hand, art, industry, or mind. That's those things are considered as works of the Lord as well.
Right.
Then it says an act, deed, thing done. The idea of working is emphasized to that which is less than work. So any deed or thing done, you know what I'm saying? That's a part of your work towards the Lord. Yahweh Shem Shai, because what it tell you about in Proverbs the 3rd chapter, we supposed to acknowledge him in all our ways, and he would direct our paths. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of the work. You know what I'm saying?
I have one to land back, but
yeah, you got it.
You get this in St. John 6. This is in the book of St. John, the 6th chapter, in verse 29. This is Yahushua speaking. It says, Yahushua answered and said unto them, this is the work of the Most High, that ye believe on him whom he hath sent. So it's a work, to have that faith, to have that belief, like the brother mentioned, the thoughts, that's a work, man. To truly be in a certain mind state, that's the work of the Most High, man. But I wasn't on that.
Can you jump back to Sirach 5 real quick?
Back in Sirach 5, where do you want me to start back at verse 10?
Yeah, yep.
Sirach 5 and 10. Be steadfast in thy understanding, and let thy word be the same. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer.
And that's a part of the understanding. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of being steadfast and unmovable in understanding, is being swift to hear and let thy life be sincere, and with patience giving answer. That's a part of your works of the Lord. That's a part of what you're supposed to be steadfast and unmovable in. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be steadfast in not in being moved. You're supposed to be unmovable and being movable. You know, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be swift to hear, let thy life be sincere, and with patience give thy and give answer, because that's a part of understanding. That's a part of the work of the Lord, man. You know, you have to be swift to hear, man. You have to with patience give answer. You know, that's a part of being steadfast. That's a part of what we're supposed to be steadfast in. You know, now if we not being steadfast within that, then it's a chance we become stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? Now we could be being stubborn. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a thin line between being steadfast and stubborn, or steadfast and stiff-necked. You know, like the brother Kabar quoted this lesson.
God, you know, because scriptures talk about living waters. You know, it's like living waters. It moves. You know what I'm saying? Living water. It's a moving. If you look at a water, you know what I'm saying, like a body of water, like a lake or a river. You know what I'm saying? A channel of water. It moves. You know what I'm saying? You know, but so that's the spirit of life. You know, if you're not moving, you know, if it makes sense, you know, let the scriptures speak. But Lord willing, you know, the point that, you know, is made.
God,
But I had another one.
that's a good point. The spirit is more moving than any than any force.
Not.
You know.
I had one in Colossians. That was on that?
Yeah, that was it.
Let me get this in Colossians 2. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2. And I'm going to start at verse 6. Let me start at verse 5. It says, "For though I be absent in the flesh, yet am I with you in the spirit, joying and beholding your order and the steadfastness of your faith in Hamashiach." It says, "As ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushai, the Lord, so ye walk in him." It says, "Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving." I'm just end off here in verse 8. "Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach." I got it.
So we're supposed to be rooted and built up in Hamashiach, man. So we're supposed to be stable in this faith. As we grow in this thing, we're supposed to be stable in this faith. You know, we're not supposed to be, when things come along, you know, they're not supposed to throw us off, you know, and get us out of our, throw us off of our game. You know, we're supposed to be mature in this thing.
That's right.
Yeah, what's that scripture? Y'all brothers got something?
I got that in Ephesians 4:14. Okay. This is Ephesians 4 in verse 14. It says, let me start at verse 13. You know, I could start up a little bit higher. Let me just start at verse 10. It says, "He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things. And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers, for the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach." Verse 13, "Till we all come in the unity of the faith, and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach." The point, it says, verse 14, "That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive." I could get 15 just to hit it. It says, "But speaking the truth in love, may grow up in him in all things, which is the head, even Hamashiach."
And the reason you're not being thrown off with every doctrine is because you're actually studying to show yourself approved. You know, So that's one of the main reasons that you're not being, you're not being swayed with these cunningly devised fables. You know, because you've like the scripture says, I've known the scriptures from a child, and it's made me wise unto salvation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you're basically so familiar with the scriptures, and you're in the text so much that it makes it so that you can't be moved, man.
And that's being firmly persistent. Being firmly persistent in understanding. You know what I'm saying? You got to constantly be in these scripts, constantly going into them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Matching precepts with precepts, matching line with lines. You know what I'm saying? Going into words, and that's why you got to be patient too to give answer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because these scripts are vast, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Quick one.
I got a quick one too. You got to do Karas.
Khan, this is since I quoted it. This is Psalms 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read it.
Psalms 101.
Let me read it. I can read it for you.
Read it from the top down to probably just round down to 3. 1 to 3.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 1, and verse 3. It says, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
Khan, when you're doing that, you're rooted. That means you're not going in the way you're not following a multitude to do evil. You're not walking in the counsel of the ungodly. You're like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm over here. I'm standing on my square. Khan, you got it, bro.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashai, and in his law doth he meditate day and night.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the key things we was just talking about. You got to meditate in the word day and night, which gives you those qualities of being firmly rooted. You got it, bro.
Mm-hmm. It says, verse 3, And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper.
Mm-hmm. See, and that whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And then you'll be like a tree planted by rivers of water, man. That means that you'll have everything you need. You'll be self-sustaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just because you have the word. Of course you have the word, but that'll make it so that you're constantly being replenished.
Mm-hmm. Always abounding in the work of the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
bringing forth their fruit.
Yep, might as well read down. It says, The ungodly are not so, but are like chaff which the wind driveth away.
Mm-hmm. See, that driveth away means you're not rooted. If something can drive you away, you're not rooted.
Yeah, because that's another word for unmovable. It means to move away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's completely against being unmovable.
Kind.
Right. That was it on that, right?
Doc, can you just get? You got something for her?
Now what you got?
Just a quick precept to back up what Karat just brought up. I got another one to back up the point he made. But Joshua 1. Joshua 1 and 8?
Con. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, and verse 8. It says, This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
Con. That kind of coincides with what we just brought out. Mm-hmm. You'll have great success. You got to meditate on these scriptures day and night, man.
That's right, brother.
That's my bro.
Con. That was it on that, bro?
Yeah, Con.
I got one, but I can hold it.
You got it. Go ahead. Somebody.
All right, I'm going to get this in Acts 17, I believe it is. This is Acts 17 in verse 10. I'm starting at 10. It says, And the brethren immediately sent away Paul and Silas by night into Berea, who coming thither went into the synagogue of the Jews. These were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily whether those things were so. You got it.
God. So they searched the scriptures daily to see if those things were so. They were studious, man.
Mm-hmm.
Being studious makes you that's a characteristic that makes you unmovable. If
Mm-hmm.
you're studious in the Most High's word, that makes you unmovable.
Oh, okay. What you got?
1 Corinthians 14 and 20. Just to back up another point.
Okay. 1 Corinthians 14 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Brethren, be not children in understanding, howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men.
You know what I'm saying? It says, how in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. So it says, be not children and understand. We're not supposed to be children and understand. If you're not being a child and understand, that means you're growing. You know what I'm saying? If you're growing up, you're not gonna stay a child. You know what I'm saying? It tell you about that in 1 Corinthians the 13th chapter about when I became a man, I put away foolish things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean childish things. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to be men and understanding. We're supposed to be constantly growing. We're supposed to be maturing, and getting older. You know what I'm saying? Moving differently. You know what I'm saying? But a child, they only know one way, man. You know what I'm saying? Until, ultimately until they talk different. A child got to constantly be taught. They only know what they know. They got to continually be taught. So it says we supposed to be children in malice, man. And malice goes into having an ill intent, or having an ill nature, which goes into being can go into being stiff-necked, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just you're being stubborn and obstinate. You're refusing to you're refusing to go another way. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you're fixed on something happening a certain type of way. That's being stiff-necked, man.
Right.
So it says, brethren, be not children in understanding. You know what I'm saying? But howbeit in malice be ye children, but in understanding be men. So we have to, grow up.
That's right.
Gotta grow up, man.
Can we grab stiff neck? In Exodus 32 and 9.
So, yeah, these are stiff-necked people.
That might be one of the first times it's used, right?
Yeah.
Exodus 32 and 9.
You might well read the precept first, though.
Yep. It says, And the Lord, Yahweh Shai, said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
And that's our people.
Yeah.
That's our people. That's what we're known for. You know what I'm saying? We're known for being unmovable in a wrong way. You know what I'm saying? If you got a stiff neck, it's not moving. You're not flexible. You know what I'm saying? Your neck can't move. You know what I'm saying? If it's stiff neck, you know what I'm saying? So that's unmovable, but that's unmovable in an improper way.
Con. I got it in the bullet. I just wanted to see how it's like Exodus 32 and 9. That word is stiff-necked. That's a Strong's H 7186. And in the Hebrew it says kasha. Just to go back in the blue letter. It says hard, cruel, severe. It says obstinate.
Strong's H 7186. Kasher. Kasher.
It goes
The second entry,
Slovakia.
Kasha. Kasha.
I think that's how I pronounce it. It says hard, difficult, severe, fierce, intense, vehement, stubborn, stiff of neck, stiff-necked, rigorous of battle.
You just like the brother was going into there's a wrong way to be unmovable, and that's being headstrong. Being headstrong is the wrong way of being unmovable, because when you go into the word headstrong, it's dealing with being self-willed and obstinate. You're self-willed out here.
Presumptions.
You're determined without listening to others.
Con, it's I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would say that lacks wisdom, and it ultimately, the beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. So it kind of goes into, if you don't truly fear Yahweh Shai, he's in control of everything, man.
That's right.
So if you self-willed out here, you thinking that you could do something on your own, you're not listening, you know what I'm saying?
Con.
Then you know what I'm saying, that that's a bad trait to have.
That's right.
Yeah. That's very bad trait.
Yeah, that's a destructive trait. That's not gonna build.
God. Bro,
Yeah, I got the.
That's a lot, corrupt. Just add one more point. That's why Yahabashim Yashafin do such a harsh ass whooping on Israel right now. Well, that's why he has done such a hard ass whooping on Israel right now. Because they so hard, adamant in their head, man.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Mhm.
I just wanted to I just wanted to grab the definition for headstrong. It says very determined to do what you want without listening to others. That's the definition for headstrong. I think it's another one.
And that's against the scriptures, too. You can't be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna bring out that in Luke, but I'll hold it whenever y'all will.
Willful. It's a lot, bro.
God.
Some people they're willfully just,
Ignorant. Like scripture say.
willfully ignorant. Yeah, God.
That's pretty much what a stiff-necked person is, a willfully ignorant person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, because you don't want to listen to what somebody else says,
Good.
and they're telling you what's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we see it all the time, when we at camp, speaking to people, letting them know that they're Israelites, and they like, oh, nah, I'm from New York. Like, what I'm saying? That's just a stiff-necked trait to have. Like, we see it like that. I've seen this people, man, and we've seen them, man, But even go so far as, being in this thing of ours, man, in this faith, in this knowledge, that we're Israelites, That's something that we want to examine ourselves, make sure we don't have that trait of being stiff-necked, as we continue to grow.
Yeah. Time, brother.
Growing to a pig.
Yeah.
Growing to the ditch.
Mm-hmm. That was on that. I got one in Luke 14. You want to get yours
No,
first?
you got it, bro. Select.
Okay, this is St. Luke 14. Let's see. I want to start at verse 20. I'll start at verse 28. Yeah. It says, this is Yahushua speaking. For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it, lest haply after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build, and was not able to finish. And why wasn't he able to finish, man? Because he was stiff-necked. He was self-willed, man. He didn't really fully count the cost. Like, all right, is this what I really want out here? Is this what I want to do? Is this, once I can speak for all of us, sitting here, like when we first come into this thing, count the cost. Like we know, like, all right, we're going to probably lose family members, opportunities, certain things, you want to count the cost in essence, But also understanding that, we have a long way to go, and we still do, So us, as we continue to grow, we want to have that same mentality of like, all right, I know that I have more work to do. I can't stay stagnant. I gotta stay open minded in a sense to where like, all right, if someone is correcting me according to scriptures, then I have to receive it. I can't just turn an ear to that just because, what I'm saying. As we brought out, commandments of men and things of that nature. But I think, was that it? I could just read a little bit more. It says, verse 30. Let me read in 29 again. Lest happily after he had laid the foundation is not able to finish it, all that behold it began to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another sitteth not down first, and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000. Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambassage and desireth conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he hath, he cannot be my disciple. Because we don't got nothing, man. if we think we have anything, then we already messed up. We gotta let go of all that. Well, just the old man. Mortify the old members, man. Just the mentality of how we see people, how we see this place, man. We gotta be renewed, really, every day, man. You know,
That's right. That's right.
that was it.
Con.
That's a part of being unmovable and abounding in the work of the Lord. You know.
Yeah.
Con.
Another way you can look at stiff neck too is that when Lori Howard Shai talked about those old wine bottles, putting new wine in old wine bottles. Because sometimes older people, they can have those old traditional values, traditional conservative values, and it makes it so that you can't see this truth.
Mm-hmm.
You can't digest this information.
Mm-hmm.
And you're so stuck on what you've been taught that you're immovable to your own destruction.
That's right.
Because the Most High, he's not dealing with and it doesn't necessarily have to just be an old person, man. It could be a person that's hung up on old ideals.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I just want to make that point out.
Yeah. You gotta put off that old man.
Con, brother.
You guys on?
You get 1 Thessalonians 4:11.
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. It says, "And that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you."
Yeah, you're supposed to study to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to study to be quiet and to do your own business, man. That's the work. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be, unmovable and steadfast, and you study so you can be, so you can know what to do. You can know how to move, and then you be persistent in what you know. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to study to do. You're not supposed to study to be like, oh, I know this, and then refuse anything else that someone else saying. That's not what you study for. You know what I'm saying? You study to be quiet and do your own business, to abound in the work of the Lord, man. To stay firmly rooted. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's about. It's not about you being firmly rooted to the point where you have to have a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you're supposed to do with it, man. Well, matter of fact, he read 12. Baba Kashar.
It says, "That they may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing."
Yeah, that ye may walk honestly towards them that are without. You know what I'm saying? And that ye may have lack of nothing, man. That's what it's about. You being unmovable for those who are stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying? You being unmovable for those who are stiff-necked, so they can, with your through your holy conversation, understand the seriousness of this faith. If I'm expressing that right. You know what I'm saying?
Calm. Yeah, we definitely like the brother's bringing out, it's a thin line between being unmovable and stiff-necked. And that's just in general. And that's, it could apply to anything, man. Of course, this is the only thing that matters. But you could apply it to sports, schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Any daily practice. If you're not like, examining yourself and thinking like, all right, is this the right way? Or if you're not open-minded to be willing to grow in this thing, then you ain't gonna get that far, man. Like niggas in the hood, right? You liking that in the world, just to make it out the hood. That's an accomplishment. But then you got people that's like doing more than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, where's your mind at? Like, what do you really, what is your aspiration? If that's the right word. Like, do you really want to get delivered out of here? Are you truly trying to edify the body? Are you truly trying to seal the elect? Are you truly trying to you know what I'm saying? Are you truly trying to be godly? Be in the spirit of Yahushua.
Are you manageable, man? Like, the Most High is looking for spirits that's manageable. Are you manageable? Are you resistant to the process? The Most High wants spirits that's manageable, man.
God, yeah. When we do these lessons, goes without saying, we speaking, to each other. Definitely. I mean, the brothers who I'm with, I would say that we all try to be, we try to have that trait of, you know what I'm saying, of being open to correction, rebuke, growth. You know what I'm saying? Anything just like the Church of Berea, you know? If there's anything, you know what I'm saying? We double checking everything, man. Nothing's like off the table necessarily, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to really trying to get delivered out of here, man.
That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We being unmovable, so Yahweh Shema Shai can make his move.
God.
You know what I'm
Same.
saying?
Yep.
We not being unmovable because Yahweh Shema Shai needs us to be unmovable for him. You know what I'm saying? We're being unmovable.
Yeah.
We're being unmovable because Yahweh Shema Shai told us to be unmovable. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he needs us to be unmovable for Yahweh Shema Shai don't need us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't need you to be unmovable, man. He needs you to be unmovable in his word, man. So he can bust his move. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yep.
Y'all brothers got something?
I got that in second Ezra's too, but I can hold it till later.
You got something, Karev?
No.
I just can you grab Sirach 3 and 24,
Con.
27 for me out?
Con.
Well, matter of fact, it's a lot. Yeah. You read 29, it's a lot.
Con. This is the book of Sirach 3 and verse 29.
24 to 29.
Con. It says, Sirach 3 and verse 24. If you don't mind, let me just get start 23, Baba Kushai. Sirach 3 and 23. You know, I'm you know what I'm saying. It says, "Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are shewed unto thee than men understand."
Yeah, God. You know what I'm saying? Be not curious in unnecessary matters, man. What's the necessary thing, man, for us to continue to be fruitful in the works of Yahweh Shema Shai? That's the necessary thing, man. And the fruits of Yahweh Shema Shai consist of a lot of things, man. Gentleness, patience, you know, love, you know, charity, you know what I'm saying? Humility, mercy, you know what I'm saying? Knowledge, wisdom, you know what I'm saying? Faith, hope, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of areas, you know what I'm saying, where we have to that's necessary, you know what I'm saying? Like for us to grow in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we have to be unmovable in our growth in these areas, man. Not really anything outside of that, man. Anything outside of that is unnecessary matters, man.
That's
you know what I'm saying? More things have been showed to us. The men understand. We got we know what it takes to please Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what we got to focus on first and foremost, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we've been pissing off Yahweh Shema Shai for a long time. You know what I'm saying? We need to be trying to focus mainly on how we can continue to please him. You know, Lord willing, we are. Shit.
Con. Yep. Many of us could be one of those men in Sirach 37 and 19, where it talks about you're wise and teaching many, but you're unprofitable to yourself. You know, because if you're not in the right spirit, if you know what I'm saying, you putting out a lot of good content and things where, you know, Jay could be edified and they could be the elect. They could get, you know what I'm saying, get on the chariot, but you know what I'm saying? If you're one of those spirits that's not going to be able to grow, you know what I'm saying? That's not unmovable in the faith, but you're just stubborn. Hey man, that's not going to work, man.
I was gonna go into it. Keep reading.
Yeah. So it says, "For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion hath overthrown their judgment."
And that's what being stubborn is. Like being fixed on your opinion, regardless of strong argument or reasoning for you to change your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You're still being fixed on it, man. Many have been deceived like that, man. A lot of people get deceived like that, man. Shit, that's why Esau Edom deceived right now, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why his kingdom finna come down, man. This guy thinks he's God, man. You know what I'm saying? He refuses to think anything otherwise, man. You know what I'm saying? Many have been deceived by their own vain opinion, man. You know? And an evil suspicion has overthrown many, man. An evil suspicion, man. The wrong thing, man. Suspecting something about someone. Suspecting something about something. You know what I'm saying? That has overthrown many, you know?
That's right. Yep, the heart is deceitful above all things. That's really wicked, man. So it starts with us, you know what I'm saying?
God.
Satan, but you know, it starts with us, you know, and then You know, if you start, looking at particular people, and if you probably, you know what I'm saying, respect a person's, or you esteeming particular men, or you got an evil eye. Either way you look at it, that's based off of your deceitful heart, man. That's the devil at work right there.
Yeah, they overthrew your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Keep going, right?
Yep.
It says, without eyes, verse 25, without eyes thou shalt want light, profess not the knowledge, therefore, that thou hast not. A stubborn heart shall fear evil at the last, and he shall loveth danger. Slakia, verse 26, a stubborn heart shall fear evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein.
Yeah, because that's dangerous as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thinking you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned the word. I learned this and that, and now I got it. I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, you gonna end up fearing evil at the end, man, because like the brother Kabar alluded to earlier, is nothing more. It's always more we can grow in. We can always get better in all aspects. We have to always check ourselves in that aspect, in that department, man. Mm-hmm. If not, we being stubborn, man. And a stubborn heart shall fear evil at the end, man. What's that gonna be? That's gonna be that evil day, you know. That's the evil day, the day of the Lord. The day of the Lord's wrath, where the mighty man shall cry bitterly, you know. And it says, he that love danger shall perish therein. Yeah, because that's dangerous as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? To just consider like, oh, I'm good out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Or I got this, I know this is right, man. That's dangerous, bro. It's dangerous as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not saying, okay, we supposed to just be susceptible to anything out here, but you better be open. You better be open to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Scripture says, hear every godly discourse.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm. It says, an abstinent heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin.
Man, yeah, that's what a stubborn person would do, you know? Because matter of fact, you'll get...
I had one.
You got,
sin upon sin.
What you got?
First
Samuel 15,
23.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead, Brother.
Yeah, brother. I had that on deck. I was waiting to bring it out. I was actually just waiting in the cut to bring it out.
You got it, bro.
God, bro. Oh, you going to read it?
Yeah, you got it, bro.
1 Samuel 15? I'm pull it up. Yeah. You said 1 Samuel 15?
23.
Okay. Let me read it, or you got it?
You got it, bro.
This is 1 Samuel 15 and verse 23. It says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, Yahabashim Yahushai, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
Mm-hmm. So, rebellion. That's stiff-necked. Rebellion. We should probably go into the word rebellion. Let's go into that real quick.
Is it rebellion?
That's witchcraft, man.
Yeah.
And that's a work of the flesh. That's abounding within the works of the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In Hebrews, Marayah, Strong's H84, Slocky 4805. You got it? The definition?
Oh, Khan. It says, rebellious. It says, rebels. It says, bitterness, i.e., concretely bitter.
Mm-hmm.
Rebellious.
Concretely. Stiff neck. That's like that.
Concrete.
That's like that. That's like that stony heart.
Yep. Damn. Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, Con. So you concretely, it's like almost in stone.
It's stone. Yeah.
You know.
Hard headed, man.
Jeez.
Yep. That's a sin of. I can read it again. It says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he hath also rejected thee from being king.
Yeah. So that's that. And it says that rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Salakia, brother.
Mm-hmm.
It said rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity. Yeah, so the brother was talking about iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you being stubborn, you're putting sin on sin.
Because you're refusing, you're not being reproved. You know what I'm saying? If you're not, it's he that hateth reproof shall die. You know what I'm saying? If you hate reproof, you're being stubborn. You know what I'm saying? So if you're hating reproof, you're being stubborn. There's no way to fix the sin. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna keep on adding more on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where does it stop at? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a sin within itself. Refusing instruction, that's a sin within itself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, bro.
Con.
And then on top of it, it said it's as idolatry too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you serving your own belly. You know what's
Yeah.
best. You your own God. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
Right. It's like you because the scriptures talks. I mean, Salaki, the definition for concretely is in a conclusive way. So you think that you know the conclusion of the whole matter.
That's idolatry.
My way or the highway.
Oh shit.
The scripture says hear the conclusion of the matter. What we know, what the conclusion of the matter. You're coming up on your own conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're drawing your own conclusion with it.
Yeah, that's wow.
Back in Sirach 3. That was it.
Can you? Yeah. I want you to go back to that, but can you just get one for me real quick, Jeremiah
Come.
11 and 8? Because I want you to get this word from me.
Come, brother. This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 11, verse 8. It says, "Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they didn't. But they did them not."
Yeah, kind. You read that. You get the word imagination in that verse up.
Con.
Because it says, "Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked every one in the imagination of his evil heart." You know. That's Satan of reproof.
Imagination in Hebrews, Strong's H 8307. Sharayawath. Yarawath. Salakia. You know, a little choppy, but it says stubbornness, hardness, firmness.
You see? That's why Yahweh Shem Yashar, matter of fact, can you read down a little bit more on that? Just to make a quick point. So like you'll go down to 11. So like
Con. It says in verse pull back up. Verse 9, "And the Lord Yahweh Shem Hashah said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem, since they are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them."
See, that's that stubbornness. This stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's they're walking after your own imagination. You know? And this shit our people been doing, man. You know, guess what happened?
It says, "The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenants which I made with their fathers." It says, verse 11. It says, "Therefore thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Hashah, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them."
Yeah, that's what happened because you gonna have to go cry to the gods whom you have chosen, which is yourself, man. Your stubborn ass mind, man. You know what I'm saying? That's when Yahweh Shem Hashah leave you up to your own devices, man. When you want to walk after your own devices, man. You don't want to be steadfast within the covenant. You want to be steadfast within your evil heart and your own imagination, man. That's what makes Yahweh Shem Hashah bring destruction upon you, man. But you can't escape, man, because you commit idolatry, man, which is one of the first commandments the Heavenly Father told you not to do, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and Jake heavy in the idolatry, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I was just thinking about Jake in the world mostly, but even some Jake I see that know that they're Israelites, they still celebrating their birthday, man. And that's like a big stumbling block. Like Jake don't want to give that up. Like, oh yeah, my birthday, I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like a big stumbling block. And that's like highly satanic. That's like the Satanists, the actual Satanists, that's like their high holy day. That's like one of the big days for them. You know what I'm saying? A birthday.
Bro,
that's idolatry. You worshiping yourself.
Yeah, and birthdays go back to paganism. And then when you go look into the word heretic, one of the words that's synonymous with a heretic is a pagan. You know what I'm saying? And a heretic is someone who follows another doctrine. That's an idol worshiper, man. You know what I'm saying? There goes stubbornness. idolatry, walking after your own imagination, iniquity, because you continue to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we have to be open to hear every godly discourse, man. You know, we have to be unmovable in the way Yahweh Shemashah wants us to be walking in, you know, and thinking in, you know what I'm saying, and moving in. Anything that we undertake to do, you know, undertake to do, you know.
That was it on that?
Yeah, Khan. We can go back to Sirach 3.
Back in Sirach 3 in verse 26, it says, a stubborn heart shall fear evil at the last, and he that loveth danger shall perish therein. An abstinent heart shall be laden with sorrows, and the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. In the punishment of the proud there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness hath taken root in him.
Yeah, it's over with, man. You know what I'm saying? So once you get too puffed up, get too stubborn, man, it's a wrap for you, man. The root of wickedness is taking hold in you, man. You know what I'm saying? And you're not that tree that's planted by waters. You're that tree that's planted by waters that's gonna lead to the flood of destruction. You know
That lake, yeah.
Or Khan, brother.
That lake of fire, not that slug you got.
Yeah, those trees that the wind is gonna blow on.
Not. Yep. Revelation was the 7th. Hold back the wind.
Destroying wind is gonna touch your tree.
Hurt not the trees.
Good.
There's trees by rivers of living water, and then there's trees that the wind is gonna blow on.
The tree that's gonna get hurt out here.
Yeah. Wow. Damn.
Yeah. Yep.
So you know that destruction will move you. If this ain't gonna move you and get you out of your stubbornness, then the destruction will move.
What Apostle Kabari say?
When words won't teach you, adversity will.
Yep, that's the truth, man. Yep. That was it on that, or
you read 29.
it says, the heart of the prudent will understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man.
An attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. That's what he desires, man. To be attentive and hear stuff out, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't just shun everything out here, man. That's not what wise men do. You know?
Con. Yep.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Right.
You gotta be attentive, Khan, bro.
You got some?
Y'all got some?
I had a couple. I still got in second Ezra 2, and I'm taking the Mark 4.
Yeah, y'all bring out whatever y'all got.
You have some, bro?
No, you gotta be.
Let me get this in Mark 4. I brought this out the other day. Going into that stony ground. This is Mark 4. I want to get to the point. This is Mark 4 in verse.
You can read the whole chapter.
Yeah, I basically did the video, but I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, and he said unto them, unto you it is given to know the mystery of the kingdom of the Most High, but unto them that are without, these are done in parables. It says that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest at any time they should be converted, and their sins should be forgiven them. And he said unto them, know ye not this parable? And how then will ye know all parables? So what he's about to do is kind of break down the parable, when it comes to the sower. If you go up, the sower that, some fell on the stony ground, some fell on good ground, some fell among thorns.
That's the spirit I was going to bring it up.
For real? Kind of. Just to go into it, in verse 14, it says, the sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. You chime in whenever you want. It says, and these are they likewise which are sown on stony ground, who when they had received the word, immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. Afterward, when affliction or persecution ariseth for the word's sake, immediately they are offended.
Doesn't sound unmovable to me.
Hell no.
It sounds like a person that's not firmly fixed.
Not steadfast. Yep. Verse 18, and It says, "And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choketh the word, and it becometh unfruitful."
That makes you unfruitful right there. Focusing on carnality makes your ass unfruitful.
Kanak, yep. It says, "And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it, and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100-fold."
Yeah, hear the word and receive it. You hear the word, you receive it, you act on it. You don't hear the word and then forget it, or hear the word and get offended, or hear the word and then this thing takes root within you. The word takes root within you, and then you become rooted.
Con. Yeah, that was, really the point. I could read down more, but, con.
Because you that parable made me think too. You could be rooted in being unrooted, or you could be rooted. You know what I'm saying? You could already be rooted to be unrooted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People's philosophies are based on being unrooted or being, like, doubtful of everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't have no root in anything, but they just like, no, that's not it.
Yeah.
But, so what is it then? I don't know, but that's not it, though.
That's crazy.
Because just like they say in the world, if you don't stand on something, you'll fall for
Follow
anything.
anything. Yep.
So you're rooted in disbelief. You're rooted in
Doubt.
in doubt.
Yeah.
You're rooted in doubt and disbelief. So guess what? You'll be that one that'll be moved about. Aimless. You have no aim. I mean, you have no direction.
God, they gonna be going in the wind.
God.
Going in the wind, man. Carried by every wind of doctrine, man.
God, brother. God,
That's gonna hurt the trees, man.
Trees gonna get blown on.
Yep.
Goodness.
Yep. I had that Ciroc too, but
Yeah.
alright. The ones would be lengthy. I'd be holding. This is a Second Ezra, the second chapter, and we love this account, man. This is I'm gonna start at
Oh,
verse.
that's the spirit. I was gonna go there earlier.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Con, yeah, I'm
Yep.
getting that.
Yep. That's
Yep.
the spirit.
Con. So Second Ezra 2 and verse 38. It says, "Arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which are departed from the shadow of the world, and have received glorious garments of the Lord. Take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. The number of thy children, whom thou longest for, is fulfilled. Beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people, which have been called from the beginning, may be hallowed." That's just, just to add, that's, you see the predestination there. This is something that's been ordained from the beginning, We have to have that belief. Like if you kept reading in Mark, the 4th chapter, like anything that's hid is going to be manifested. You know what I'm saying? We understand whoever has an ear, they're going to hear, and they're going to be, unmovable in the faith. It says, "I, Ezra, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of a high stature, taller than the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, and it's like which I marveled at greatly." To my Yahushua. "So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and have put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now they are crowned and receive palms. Then said I to the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord."
Stood so stiffly. Kind, brother. Because that reminds me of Revelation when it says, hold that fast with thou have.
Yup.
So you stood so stiffly, you weren't moved, man. You didn't let no man take your crown. You stand stiff, you stand firm. Matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's cold, brother. That's cold. They stood so stiffly. Is that?
Con.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say going to the
What?
going to the word, but you know. But,
Oh yeah, Apocrypha is tricky. But I get that Revelation 3, but you guys
Yeah, you got it, brother.
this is Revelation 3 and 10. Well, not up.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I had Second Peter 2. So like I said, that was the one I was gonna bring. It was Second Peter 2.
Oh, for
so
real?
like,
Revelation 3 and 11.
Con. So I'm going to start 10. Yep. This is Revelation 3 and 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, it's gonna try him. It's gonna see what manner of you know what if they're firmly rooted in what this talk that they kicking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's gonna come up upon the world to try you, man, to see what you made of. You know, are you rooted in what you saying? Because it's going to just coming. It's this time is gonna be coming to try people.
Yep. Verse 11, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
Mm-hmm. So that means you got to hold on to. And I was going into that word, hold fast. And when you go into that word, hold fast, it's talking about to lay your hands on, to seize, to continue to hold, to hold on. So you take hold of, man. You you don't let it go. You don't let it go. You know what I mean?
yeah, we go with the word work in 1 Corinthians 15:58 when it was saying anything by which you undertake to do by art, industry, hand, or mind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Put laying hold on something, put your hand to something, which can be in multiple ways,
It's and you can go into that word. It says let no man take thy crown, and that when you go into that word no man, it's saying it's saying none at all, nothing. You let not anything. You don't let anything, nothing. So it's not really just talking about a man.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically saying don't let nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, no one, or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, or nothing. yeah, that's the woo.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into the outline of biblical use, nobody, no one, nothing.
Wrong.
Because there's things that could throw you off. There's things that could throw you off.
Bro, it's even things within the doctrine that can throw you off, huh? You know what I'm saying? It's things within the doctrine that can, that you're unmovable in, that can throw you off and make you movable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Make you bust your ass.
God, you can slip with your mouth.
God,
Especially slip with your on the pavement, like it says.
Yeah.
That'll move you.
That's right.
Busting your ass will move you.
Yeah, man. Y'all got precepts?
I only had really one more.
I got a couple on there. That's all I got. Yeah. You got something for real?
I think that might be it for me.
You got it.
All right. I mean, you let me bring what I got.
Yeah.
All right, con. There's a couple in Ezekiel. It's really saying the same thing. Let me see which one I want to get real quick. I want to get just going to the New Covenant too. But basically, this is basically the New Covenant here in Ezekiel 36 and 26. It says, it says, a new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I'll take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I'll give you an heart of flesh. So the heart of flesh, that understanding mind, instead of having that stony heart where you're not going to be able to receive things, like we read out in Mark the 4th chapter, that stony ground, the seed ain't going to be able to get anywhere, to bring any fruit, You know? So we want to have the heart of flesh, which, Lord willing, we be those, well, ultimately, all of Israel will eventually get that understanding mind or heart, you know? One way or another, which I was going to get. I guess, this will be the last one. In Jeremiah 31, in verse, 31? It says, behold, verse 31, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, said the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, said the Lord, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. The point in verse 34, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more.
That's gonna be a beautiful day. You know what
Con.
I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't have to be teaching our neighbors anymore,
God,
man.
bro.
The stiff-necked people, man.
God, there ain't gotta be no argument. This is what it is. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's, man.
Yep.
That's probably one of my number one wishes. One of my number one hopes. You know what I'm saying? When we just all at peace with one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because that irked my spirit a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like being at variance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Disagreements, quarrels, arguments. Like that shit, it irked my spirit. Like even in the world, it irked my spirit. You know what I'm saying? I always feel uneasy about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That, yeah, me too. Misunderstandings. I hate those. You know. Yeah. Oh, I thought you said. Like, ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom, man.
God, bro.
But yeah, that was all I had. What you had, bro?
We could read Psalms 121 up from the top.
Kinda. This is Psalms chapter 121, verse 1. Song of Degrees. It says, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved, that he keepeth thee. It's like he that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold.
He will not suffer your foot to be moved. He that keepeth you, the Most High doesn't sleep, man. He won't suffer your foot to be moved. And he knows who is his, man. Because he's directing your path. So he won't suffer your foot to be moved. You won't go to the left or to the right.
Con. It says, behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is thy keeper. The Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, is thy shade upon thy right hand.
That was pretty much the point.
Okay, it's a short chapter.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I think that was a point, because we wasn't given that spirit of slumber, Lord willing, And it says he's gonna keep them. That's the precept to we brought out in Revelation the 3rd chapter. Keep those things fast. Hold it fast. Just roughly paraphrasing, but keeping the word. And he's gonna keep us from the hour of temptation, Lord willing. We be those men that's gonna keep the words, man. That's gonna be steadfast within this thing, man. And it's based off of the scriptures, not being unmovable, just based off of our vain opinions. You know what I'm saying? The doctrines of men. Nah, but what does the scripture say? And then, you know what I'm saying? We line it up to what we're gonna be, how we're gonna move and things that we believe in.
That's right up. That's right.
Con. You get Proverbs 10 and 17 for me?
Proverbs 10 verse you said 17.
Con.
It says, he is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, but he that refuseth reproof erreth.
Yeah, he is in the way of life that keepeth instruction, man. That's the way of life, is keeping instruction, man. Being instructed, man. Now, he that don't do that, you're erring, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You're erring.
And that's how the Most High keeps. He makes it so your foot doesn't move.
Con,
He keeps you in the way of instruction.
Con, brother. Yep.
He will not suffer your foot to be moved.
That's the spirit of truth versus the spirit of error.
Mm-hmm.
Con.
Get Wisdom 7 and 7:22.
Con. And just to add, we kind of mentioned that scripture in Second Ezra, the 7th chapter. That difficult path. That dangerous path. And we actually mentioned that scripture. He that loveth danger shall perish therein. But I'm thinking about Matthew 7, where it talks about that straight gate. You know what I'm saying? That's that position of difficulty. It's a tough path. Ultimately we're going to be moving in that path. You know what I'm saying? So if you could receive it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be moving, even though we're unmovable. You know what I'm saying? But the path, you know what I'm saying? We gotta move, but we gotta stay on that course. We can't be straying off.
That's right. That's right.
It's like you said, Wisdom 7.
Yep, and 22. For sure.
Wisdom 7 and 22, it says, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit holy, one holy, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good."
God, that's wisdom right there, man. You keep reading a little bit more.
God. Kind to man, steadfast.
Steadfast. You know what I'm saying? This is what all is wisdom entails. It don't just entail of a couple things. You see wisdom. It entails a lot of things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It says kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure, and most subtle spirits.
Keep going, man.
It says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness.
Right. So wisdom is moving. You know what I'm saying? Wisdom is you're supposed to be unmovable within wisdom, but wisdom moves though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's right.
And wisdom got a lot of components to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Wisdom it said it got an understanding spirit. It's one only. It's only
Right.
one
Right.
only.
One only.
Wisdom. Yeah,
Then it says manifold right after.
God, you know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of components to wisdom.
Wow, that's cold.
Wisdom ain't just in a box, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Wisdom got a lot of components to it, Doc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had a definition for steadfast.
Kinda.
Steadfast is resolutely or dutifully firm and unwavering.
Dutifully. What that one is?
Dutifully. Let me get that definition of dutifully.
And just to add, we brought out definitions of being steadfast, unmovable. You know what I'm saying? And wisdom here is a whole different, it's a whole bunch of different, meanings and, different characteristics. The definition of stiff-necked, it just meant stiff-necked. Stiff of neck. That's all it is, man.
Dutiful is conscientiously or obediently fulfilling one's duty. And steadfast is staying the same for a long time and not changing quickly or unexpectedly. That's another definition for steadfast. And
not changing. If you got that faith, you're not changing that element of, what I'm saying, of being godly. Of staying in that faith. The different things that got us to where we are. You know what I'm saying? And all righteousness. You want to stay unmovable in those things.
Yep.
That's right. That's right out.
Can you get James 3:14 for me?
Okay.
We got two more.
This is James 3 and 14. It says, but if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth. It says, this wisdom descendeth not from above.
Yeah, that's not. That's not the wisdom that's from above, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not it. You know what I'm saying? That's not what you're supposed to be steadfast in and unmovable in. You're not abounding in the works of the Lord, man. And don't lie against the truth. Don't be like I'm in the truth if you're doing that, man. Or that's of the truth. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Yeah, that's devilish, man. You know what I'm saying? That's devilish, man. If you got bitter envy and strife in your heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Then try to proclaim it as wisdom. No, bro, what the? That's wicked as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? That's their art of diverting,
God.
bro.
Diverted, God.
Yeah.
God says, for where envying and strife is, there's confusion in every evil work.
That's simple and plain right there, man. This is where envying and strife is, such as there is confusion in every evil work, man. You know what I'm saying? So wherever envying and strife is at, you can be damn sure pretty skippy that it's some wickedness going on around. You know what I'm saying? It's some wickedness. Some wickedness is somewhere looming. You know what I'm saying? Evil is around. You know.
But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceful, gentle, and easy to be entreated, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy.
God, bro, without partiality and without hypocrisy, man, full of good fruits, man. You know, easy to be entreated. You know, full of mercy, man. You know what I'm saying? And those are components of not being stiff-necked, not being stubborn, not being concretely firm. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we're supposed to be steadfast in, and being easy to be entreated. You know, being full of mercy. You know what I'm saying? Being full of good fruits, man. You know, being without partiality. You know what I'm saying? Without hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're supposed to be steadfast in our doings. That's the works of the Lord, man. Anything else outside of that, that's not the wisdom or work of the Lord, man. You know? That's why you got to be real careful, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yep.
Then you got really got something more? I got one more.
You got it.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 20 and 21.
Come. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 20. It says, despise not prophesying, prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Yeah. read that one more time, Baba Kasha.
Khan. It says, despise not prophesying, prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Yeah, hold fast that which is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold fast that which is good. You know what I'm saying? Goodness, man. And when you go into goodness, it goes into beneficence, man. Which beneficence goes into mercy, sincerity, virtue. You know what I'm saying? Love, charity, alms. You know what I'm saying? These things are fruits, things that are fruitful. You know what I'm saying? That we're supposed to abound within, man. You know what I'm saying? In all excess. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're supposed to be focusing on. Anything outside of that, that's unnecessary matters, man.
Right.
That's not what we're supposed to be focusing on. They say prove all things, man. Anything anything you go into, you gotta prove it, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta prove it, man. So, and that could be wearisome, man. You know what I'm saying? That could be wearisome. But that's why wisdom is subtle. You know, wisdom is manifold, is pure. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not just bullheaded. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to navigate different situations. You got to know when to sit and when to jump out there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got to prove all things, man, that's a lot of proving. You know what I'm saying, bro? You got to pace yourself, man. Say the race is not to the swift. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's another way of being unmovable. You're staying steady on that race, man.
Kinda. Yup. Beautiful.
You're moving, but you're steadily making progress.
Kinda. Yup. You pacing yourself.
Pacing yourself.
Yup. Dang, it's a lot. I got one more. Yes, I'm sorry, brother.
What you got?
Y'all got something?
You got it.
2 Timothy 3 and 14 through 17. And that's it.
Khan. It's 2 Timothy 3, verse 14. It says, but continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them.
Yeah, we continue with in the things which thou hast learned and has been assured of. You know what I'm saying? Of knowing of whom thou hast learned them. That's another thing too. You gotta know who you learn from. You gotta be assured in the things that you have learned. It say continue in the things which you have learned and be assured of them. You know what I'm saying? Knowing of whom thou hast learned them as well, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's more components on top of that too. You know?
I quoted this, and we didn't go to it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the spirit,
okay.
Khan.
And as a child,
Oh yeah,
all the
yeah,
scriptures.
yep, Khan.
Khan, yep. It says, verse 15. It says, "And that from a child thou hast known the holy scriptures, which are able to make thee wise unto salvation through faith, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua."
Khan, that's growing up, man. You know, being man in understanding, man. You know what I'm saying? Being man in understanding. You know, that's what makes you wise to salvation, man. You know?
Verse 16. "All scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High."
Hold on, what did it say, Kabar?
All scriptures is given by inspiration of the Most High.
It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. What the hell is that? How can you not understand that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that not understandable? I don't get it, you know?
And is profitable for doctrine,
Instruction is profitable for doctrine, which doctrine is teaching or instruction, you know?
for reproof,
For proof,
for
for
correction,
correction,
for instruction in
for
righteousness.
instruction in righteousness. That's what it's about, man. Being instructed in righteousness, man. You know what I'm saying? All scripture is given for that, man. You know what I'm saying? We're given all these scriptures so we can be instructed on how to walk in righteousness, man. You know?
Yep. That the man of the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Hashai, may be perfect, thoroughly furnished unto all good works.
Unto all good works, man. We got to be thoroughly furnished unto all good works, man. That's why we got to move carefully out here. That's why we got to be unmovable, but move carefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. If you can receive it.
God,
That's cool.
that's about it.
Okay. So yeah, Lord willing, you know, this was edifying as I was edified, you know. With that, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well. Peace and salutations to all the sincere Akim, enduring afflictions, making their calling and election sure. Shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.
DTA.
Bye.
Bye.